The reason why I, as a black man, support Bernie Sanders is because I think he's a candidate that understands the concept of revolution, which I think is what's going to make or help black people get free in this country. So I think that what we need, and what black people in this country need, is a transformational change. We need to get out from under this system of capitalism, which I think was responsible for the slave trade, which is in the current incarnation responsible for a school to prison, an incredibly unaccountable school to prison pipeline, which was responsible for mass incarceration and prisons for profit across this country that have been disproportionately impacting black lives for the negative, to say nothing of all the black wealth that was wiped out in the most recent Great Recession. So I think that we need transformational change. We need a break from capitalism. Bernie Sanders is the only candidate that is offering a critique of the system of capitalism, and I think that's what we need ultimately to get free. I would have to say that, with respect to the question of how do we have black elders who have memories of the civil rights movement, who have memory of maybe even memories going back to Jim Crow in this country, we need to look at who was in power and who was responsible and who were the power holders at that time. They were not democratic socialists like Bernie. They were not people who came from the political left. They were not explicit anti-racist organizers. I think a lot of them were, to paraphrase Dr. King, white liberals who did just enough when they had to, but were nowhere to be seen when the stakes rose for real anti-racist politics. I can only talk about the affirmative reasons why I support Bernie, and it's because he does not come from a political lineage or a political ideology that was responsible for either oppressing black folks directly or overseeing and facilitating or capitulating to that oppression when it was happening.